we should be free to view our opinion about certain legislation and disagree. You cannot have all the people agreeing with you. That would not be right. And so for him to make that very serious statement against the church is just part of...
It's laughable.
Yes, it's pathetic.
I mean, come on. Yes, I'm not a policy expert. I'm not a policy wonk, and I don't pretend to be. But for politicians to pretend that this issue doesn't have a moral dimension, and I'm sorry, are politicians now the moral voice of the nation? I mean, no offense, but I mean, come on. I don't believe that the church is a representative institution. We're not a democratic institution. We've never made that claim. I think that I understand my role, Pastor Lewis. I don't know if he would say the same thing. I understand my role as a Catholic priest as one of helping people form their conscience. So helping people ask the questions that they need to be asking. Adults, we're talking, helping adults ask the questions they need to be asking, helping adults go back to the sources, going back to Scripture, going back to tradition. To really discern what God's will is. That's my job. It's not my job to say, well, 95% of my parishioners think this, and therefore I'm going to support this issue. No.
In my case, this came out of the National Evangelical Association of Belize. A document is there to show that over 200 signed on to this. So in a sense, I'm representing the views and the feelings of the NEAB, and to some extent, the greater part of the church, I would think. Because the church is concerned about what happens to our society